Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, and I do free game Tuesdays on Tuesday, which free games Tuesdays for the fellas. So today I'm giving the fellas some free game. What I want to say, this may trigger, it probably will trigger a lot of you, but know that what I'm saying and what I'm about to say to you is going to be done out of love, because the Bible says iron sharpens iron. Therefore, there is nothing, as I'm sharpening you, it's not going to feel good. However, if you take the advice that I'm giving you, it will make you a better person, a better man. I'm not trying to teach you how to be a man, because I don't know how to do that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm giving you advice from a woman's perspective and also biblical advice as well. So as you can see, the title of this is Stop Being a Weak Man. And I'm not coming at you, okay? So before I feel like I gotta lay this ground down so you know I'm not coming at you. I am not the hate man. I'm not on no hate man, how women are, all dudes is the same, blah blah blah. That ain't me. I love y'all. I love you. I want you men to be the best. I want you guys to really step up, and I really want community. So I only do Tuesdays with y'all. For the most part, I'm on the ladies about what they need to do, how we need to show up better, what we can do to be better. So this one little day y'all can handle, okay? So like I said, the title of this is Stop Being a Weak Man, and what I really want to discuss is what I see so much in culture. I see two things. I see men talking about women being too masculine, and the best women are the ones who are soft. The best women are the ones who are able to call us up higher, who speaks life into us, who make sure we're good, and that's true. All that is true and dandy. But I want you guys to know that women, because we are innately feminine, you got to know that the reason why things are happening right now is because of a shift. Is because partial shift is obviously feminism, and women wanted to, back in the day when women wanted to have equal rights and blah blah blah. That's part of it. But also a huge part of it is single parent households. It's us being in homes where we were single as a woman, and there was no man in that household to provide and protect and to take care of and lead the way God called him to. So when I was on here really quick, and I'll talk for a couple minutes, but I want to talk about like what I mean when I say being a weak man is that, fellas, if this sits in you and you get frustrated, I'm probably talking about you. But there is a huge rise, and it's been going on for years and years and years and years, even when I was a little kid, where men are not doing what God called us to do, called you to do, the divine order of how God called you to show up. He called you to be the leaders of the household, the providers of the household, the protectors of the household. And as the woman, we were supposed to be helped. Adam was made first, and then Eve was brought along. But see, the problem is the fact that so many women are in the household, leading the household, protecting the household, providing for the household, making sure the kids are good, doing the man and the woman's job, which in turn causes us to be masculine in nature, because as you know, you have to be masculine to be able to do those traits. You have to be masculine to do that. It's no way that I can be a boss and take care of things and show up and be feminine when I do it. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying after you do it for so long, you have no choice but to get to that space. And so what I really want to share with you guys is that some of it is not your fault initially, but it is your fault when you don't get the change. So what I mean by that is, initially, maybe you grew up in a single parent household with a mother. Maybe you only had aunts around. Maybe you didn't have uncles or other men that came in and was doing what needed to be done for your household. So you So all you have is a feminine perspective. All you have is a woman's perspective. Let me tell you what I've heard a lot of men say. I've heard a lot of men say that their moms were such hard workers. Like, you're looking for this woman. She was such a hard worker. She was working 70 and 80-hour shifts, and she was taking care of the household, and she took care of the entire family, and she held it down. Let me tell you something. Your mama was tired. Okay? Your mom was tired, because no woman is supposed to be working 70 and 80-hour shifts. But she did what she had to do. To make sure the family was good. But that is not the divine order. I guarantee your mother wished that she had a man in the household that would have stepped up and did what needed to be done, so that she didn't have to work so hard, so that she can make sure she can take care of the kids as she wants to. Because I can about guarantee that the siblings, you probably had to take care of the kids because your mom was not in the household to take care of the kids. I bet you she wished she had took care of the kids. I'm not saying she didn't want to work. I'm saying she probably didn't want to work 70 and 80 hours and be away from her kids so much that as you guys were growing up, she didn't even get to know you for real because she was so busy working, trying to provide. That is not okay. And what I want to say to you, a lot of you fellas, is that you guys look at that feminine, that aspect of what your mom did as the example of what it is to be a woman. And that's not the example of what it is to be a woman. So then when you get with a woman, you want her to do all of the things that you're supposed to be doing as a man. You want her to come in and take care of the household. You want her to come in and be the provider and the protector and the leader and make sure all that stuff is happening. And that's where the breakdown is happening. And that's why I'm saying weak men. Because at the end of the day, men, strong men, mighty men of valor, men, the man that God called you to be was the man that you were supposed to take care of your family. You were supposed to, if things weren't happening right, you were supposed to figure that thing out. And I'm not saying that the woman wasn't supposed to do nothing, but what I'm saying is that she's not supposed to be the leader in doing everything. You were supposed to do something. And the relationships that last, the relationships that are the healthiest, are the relationships that have the man in the household leading like he's supposed to. That has a woman in the household who knows her position, who knows her role, and the two of us come together and we play what we do and the roles that we were called and divinely designed to do. But when the man has not seen an example of what a real man looks like, then you think that your mama was the example. And I'm here to tell you, your mama was not the example. That is not what women are supposed to be. So now you have this masculine culture of women and these feminine men or weak men. And again, I'm not coming at you like you just so weak and you can't. I'm not coming at you like that. What I'm coming at you is because it's a weak trait to be that way. But it can be changed. It can be changed. You don't have to stay that way. You can make a decision and say, you know what, this video really sat with me. I don't want to be this weak man no more. Because let me just say this. As a woman, there are things that I knew about me that I had to change. Growth comes with seeing the bad parts of you and saying, I need to work on that. I'm too passive in this area. I'm too lazy right here. I need to work on this. I've had to work on myself too. So when I'm getting on here and telling you guys anything, I am not pointing the finger. I'm not saying that it's all y'all fault. What I am saying is everybody has to take accountability for themselves. And it seems like we are in a position where women too, but this ain't about women. So this is about men, where men do not want to stand up and be what they need to be. Listen, if you don't want to be a man, take that up with God. Take it up with God. Because he made you a man. Which means he made you and put something in you to have the strength and the fortitude and the strength and the ability to be able to lead and provide. But if you're not seeking the source, because God is the source of all resources, if you are not seeking the source, well, there's your answer. Because you're trying to do it in your own strength and you ain't got it. And now we as women have to come up and play your role. Because you chose to sit back and say, this was too hard. I don't want to do it. But if we got children, we can't say it's too hard. So, again, I want to speak in love to you and say, yes, you may have made the decision all these years to let your woman take care of everything. You may have taken the role all these years to sit back and watch women rise up, watch women take the stand, watch women become stronger, watch women be the providers and the protectors and the women figuring everything out. You may have watched that. But that is not the divine order. That is the enemy. That is the devil that came in and disconnected the families. And unfortunately, you as a man have sat and watched that happen. And instead of you rising up, you decided to sit down and be in your feelings about it. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, mighty man of valor, man of God, get up out your feelings, get up. Do what God called you to do. Lead your family like you're supposed to. Get your stuff together. Stop sitting in your feelings and stop blaming the world for everything that's happening to you. Iron sharpens iron, so I'm sharpening you right now. Do what you need to do to make sure you are good so that you can lead the family, and then find a woman if you don't already have that. Find a woman that can come in and help you. This is not a dictatorship. This is a partnership, and it's not an equal partnership because God didn't call us to be equal. It's not an equal partnership because God didn't call us to be equal. And yes, some of the things that men have to do is unfair, but what you need. All right, fellas. So my phone, something happened. It said my storage was full when it's nowhere near full. But just back to what I was saying, pretty much my message is the fact that I know you guys can do better. I know that you can take the lead. I know that you have not been taught how to do it properly. But however, you can step up. You are not stuck. You don't have to stay like that. Now that you are aware that you are in a role or playing a role, a position that you should not be in anymore, take the lead of your family. Take the lead of you. How about starting there? Before you can lead a family, you got to be able to lead yourself. Before you can lead a family, you got to be able to have some discipline and some rules and hold your own self accountable. But if you do have a family right now that you're not leading, then obviously I'm not saying leave the family. Learn, get around men, get in fellowship with other men who are doing the things that you want to do. Because I didn't learn anything that I know right now by myself. Everything I know, all the areas that I had to work on, all the areas I've had to grow in, hold myself accountable, look at myself and say, I don't like that about me. I had to find help. Whether that was therapy, because there was some healing I needed, whether that was spiritual coaching because I was lacking spiritually in faith, or whether that was just regular coaching with my business, where I had to raise up in certain areas and start taking the reins and doing what needs to be done in my life. I had to take control and roll with intentionality. So yes, you may be in a position right now where you don't feel like you're respected. Yes, you may be in a position right now where you are in a weaker space, but it doesn't mean you have to stay there. Get out of your feelings. Put your feelings to the side, because feelings don't help you with nothing. Get out of your feelings, feel your feelings, but don't let your feelings control where you are in your life. You've been here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Get out of your feelings and start operating like the man that God called you to be, and find a woman that can help you play out that role, right? Help. You are the leader. We are the helpers. I'm not, and this is just a divine order. I'm not saying there ain't women that can't do certain things. I'm just saying what you're great at, what she's great at, y'all come together and do that thing. But first and foremost, like I said, learn to lead yourself. And you probably are around people who don't respect you because you're not leading yourself. You need to learn how to call yourself up higher. No one's coming to save you. You need to save you. All right. I hope this message helps you. Like, again, I'm telling you this in love. You don't have to stay in that weak position. You can get up and rise above it. Get the help you need and stop making excuses for why you are staying where you're at, because you can do better and you need to do better, because you do not want to live a life where you're at right now. So get around somebody, get around some other men that can call you up higher, that can help you in those weaker areas so that you can finally step out. And I promise you, once you do that, this position you're in, you're going to be like, I can't believe I was even in that position for as many years as I was. Trust me, because I've been there in areas. So get the help you need. I love you. I hope you know I said this message in love and not to be talking about you. I wanted to sharpen you today and not just give you something that made you feel good. You enjoy the rest of your day.